Hello and welcome. So, people talk about this occurrence that the veil is thinning. And the veil is actually not thinning. It's not like reality has shifted. Like suddenly we're closer to some other dimension. The world is not suddenly becoming more mystical. Your brain is just changing how it filters information. So if you're noticing all these signs all of a sudden that have deeper meaning, stronger intuition, patterns that you cannot unsee, you're not losing your mind. You're not being chosen. You're experiencing what happens when the nervous system feels safe again and safe enough to actually perceive more. So there's a very real neurological reason that this happens. And it's a very grounded explanation, honestly, and I think more empowering. There's a system in our brain called the reticular activating system, and its job is not to create reality, its job is to filter it. So right now, as you're watching this, there's noises going off in the distance. There's maybe sensations in your body that you're not paying attention to, you're not noticing, and you're not tracking it. And it's because the information that your brain is completely ignoring is because it doesn't find it relevant to your safety, to your survival. And your reticular activating system exists with one job in mind, and that is to filter out all the information that it doesn't need so that it can consciously process things that will keep you safe. So, all day, that system is asking this one question: what matters right now? And this is really important because the reticular activating system, it doesn't filter for truth. It does not filter for truth. It filters for your safety. So, what you notice is shaped by your nervous system and what your nervous system believes is important for its own survival. That's why when you're stressed, when you're anxious, when you're overwhelmed, your awareness narrows. When you feel grounded, when you feel regulated, when you feel safe, your awareness all of a sudden expands. So, this is also why you've probably had the experience of learning something new and then all of a sudden you see it everywhere. Or you're like about to go buy this car and you're looking into it, and then next thing you know, that car appears everywhere. It's not that the car magically appeared everywhere, it's that your filter has changed. And that same mechanism applies to intuition, to symbolism, to insight, and to meaning. So when someone lives in survival mode, chronically stressed, hypervigilant, anxious, emotionally unsafe, their reticular activating system is tuned in for threat and familiarity. That means that their brain is highlighting danger, rejection, abandonment, control, inconsistency, even if those things are very, very subtle. And that's why a lot of people feel stuck in the same cycles, the same relationships, the same emotional patterns, the same outcomes. It's not because they're broken. Their nervous system is doing what it's been trained to do. It's filtering reality to confirm what they're afraid of. And familiar does not mean healthy. It means known. And so the brain prioritizes the known when it doesn't feel safe. It's like let's filter out everything that supports anything to the contrary, and let's just go with the worst case scenario and then confirm it so that we can keep you safe. This is great for surviving, but this isn't great for thriving. So when someone begins to heal, real healing, something shifts. Their nervous systems start to regulate. They slow down. They stop overriding their body. They stop living in constant fight or flight. And the reticular activating system gets a new message. Oh, okay. More information is safe now. That's when people start noticing these synchronicities or patterns or timing or inner knowing, symbolic meaning. And that's because this shift, it can happen suddenly And people say, oh, the veil is thinning. But what's actually happening is their filters are widening. So all of a sudden they've like, it's not that they've entered a new reality, but they've gained access to more of this one. Now, this doesn't invalidate spiritual experiences. It actually grounds them. So ancient spiritual traditions have always emphasized stillness, embodiment, devotion, presence, not because they're trying to escape reality, but because those states calm the nervous system. And a calm nervous system perceives more. So awakening isn't about transcending the human experience, it's about being present enough to really experience it. And when the body feels safe, perception expands. When the body expands, I'm sorry, when perception expands, meaning becomes visible. So perception is not fixed. It expands and contracts, right? Based on our nervous system states. Stress contracts it, narrows our vision. Trauma fragments it. Constant stimulation overwhelms it. My God, in this day and age, we are all um, overstimulated. Practice that expands perception, like slowing down, breath work, grounding into our bodies, meditation, tracking sensations, creating internal safety, those all expand our states of awareness. And this is why nervous system regulation matters more than just positive thinking. You cannot affirm your way into expanded awareness if your body feels unsafe. Safety comes first, then awareness, then insight. So if things feel louder, clearer, more symbolic, more alive, you're not imagining it. You're not losing your mind. You're not in a special spiritual hierarchy. What is happening is that you're becoming regulated enough to see these things. And that's not the veil thinning. That's you coming home to your full awareness. Thank you for joining me.